everyone. Hello, and welcome back to more Let's Play XCOM Enemy Within. I am, of course, the one and only, your faithful and loyal Black Shadow. And last time, folks, we had an interesting old mission, actually, folks. We went to a dam in France, where about 3 or 4 months after the original fact, we have managed to track down the missing cargo. That was assaulted by both EXALT and aliens, folks. And we managed to secure it. And we found inside not a weapon necessarily, well, not a weapon per se, folks, but I suppose you could call it some sort of weapon. And that was Sergeant Annette Durand. I don't know exactly what she was doing in the back of that truck, but both the aliens and EXALT seemed very interested with her. And I have my own suspicions and ideas of what is going on, but I'll have to see what happens in the future in regards to that. We'll work that one out. I also need to give you like some custom colours. I'll do it soon. I'll do it whenever. Right, how many medals have we got, folks? We have just got the 1-star of terror. Where are all my medals going? Damn it! I missed my medals. We all like medals, don't we? You guys like medals? Right, so, anyway, folks, so moving on with July. So, we've got our 2 firestorms that have already been made. They're just being moved over to North and South America, respectively. Let's go to the grey market here quickly, just see if there's anyone going. I might go to some systems. I don't need that many. I'll take the 50 credits. Illyrium alloys, fragments, all recuperating a bit, which is nice. I've got plenty of EXALT weaponry. No one's asked me for any of these yet, but that's fine. I may, like, sell... I mean, I could sell, like, 10 of these and, like, 10 of these. What's the point of 20 credits? It's not really worth it. I'll just keep the guns. Operation conducted by unknown forces in Mexico, cloaked in secrecy. So it bloody should be. Baltimore man claims to have shot the alien. Of course, we know that he may or may not have been telling the truth. Right, so what else have we got going here? Of course, we've got our laboratory that is nearly built, folks. We've also got the Cybernetics Lab, which is very near completion, as well as the Illyrium generator. And we're going to have the hyperwave relay getting ready to be built up here soon as well. Or probably up there. Any foundry project I'm interested in getting involved with? Don't really need ammo conservation right now. I'm happy to keep all of this as we are. We'll keep them in hand. Private Reclave has still got 5 days to go, which is fine. And of course, we've got 2 guys in the in our genetics chambers at the moment as well. Lovely. All right then. So, what do we want to do right now? Is there anything that needs doing? We need to sort out our 2 ships. We need to get them sent over first. So we'll quickly just skip through a day.
Aircraft transfer complete.
Lovely. Right, so I'm going to head on over to our hangar here. So again, the plan is Firestorm and Raven in each place, and both of all our Firestorms are going to be outfitted with laser cannons. So yeah, much better hit chance. Of course, the range is a lot shorter, but the idea is that the Firestorms can close down much easier and then do the damage. Our interceptors would really struggle to do that. Our Firestorms would be much more effective at this. So I'm happy to do that. That will take 1 day to outfit then. That's fine with me. Do that one as well. And we got one more, of course, for the Firestorm up here for Europe, which is ready in 4 days. That's good. Right, okay. There's not really much else I want to be doing here. I'm tempted as to whether I want to send more people through the genetics at the moment, but I kind of want to hold back on that for right now. I'm okay as things are. I'm okay with that. Let's move on. Let's get our satellite up ready to go.
Improving soldiers' optic adjustment speed will allow them to compensate much faster when they miss shots.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Can I have my satellite?
Commander,
thank you.
Our satellite is prepped and standing by for launch. We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
Right. Now, so, of course, the only place that I am very eager in getting satellite over is probably going to be France, just so this... In fact, you know, I'm actually tempted to do this right now. So that way, if we get some abductions, it can only affect China and Africa, and that's it. So I'm actually going to satellite over France right now. So it's done. Already got the continent bonus, but that way, abductions cannot happen in France, because if I didn't react and didn't put satellite, there is a guaranteed abductions in France. Pretty much guaranteed. So we'll get that up and ready to go. That's fine with me. Right. Is there anything else I need to build right now? Probably, but I can't think of it. How much would it cost me to get hold of another firestorm? Can I get another firestorm? 81 credits. Okay, and of course all that stuff. I don't need a firestorm right now, but we may need one soon, so that's okay with me. And of course our last satellite that we can build is on its way, so that's fine. So I guess next thing up, folks, is the Cybernetics Lab. I know a couple of you guys have been waiting for that. Is there anything else I need to do? Do I want to do an intel scan? Could do. Nah, you're right. Let's move on. Oh, shit. Exalt Sabotage has drained 80 credits from our cash reserves. Basically, Exalt did an intel scan for me and charged me an extra 60%. You know, when I was considering doing that intel scan, maybe I should have just done it. Be honest, I didn't exactly expect that to happen. God damn. Well, we have exposed the Exalt cell. Bastards. We will have to deal with this. Question is, who am I going to send? Gillian, of course, is a bit busy right now. I could send one of my assault. That might be a good idea. Yes. Yes. Interesting that the Exalt base isn't in Japan, but we can still get attacked from there. Oh, Cookie! I think I've got a job for you. I don't have any plasma pistols available because they're already all equipped with people. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Let me give you a plasma pistol, son. In fact, you know what? Let me just... Oh, God. Who's got equipment on them? Ryan, ditch your stuff for me, would you? Ditch that. Ditch that. Ditch that. Thank you. Visits that. Yeah, that one. That is the one I wanted. Yep. Okay. Cookie. So we're going to give you laser pistol. Certainly going to give you... Wow, you've got 100 base aim. Wow. You don't even really need a scope. Certainly give you a med kit. So I... Yeah, so that won't actually do anything, I don't think. I could give you a flashbang. That's weird that I can actually still give you the Reaper rounds. Obviously, it wouldn't do anything.
All worth it. For the aliens, I mean.
And just take the scope. Lovely. Alright, that seems good with me. Lovely. Cook, I'll see you in a week. Enjoy your time in Japan. I hear it's nice there this time of year. Bring back something nice. Man, I lost half my credits. That sucks. I kind of needed those, Exalt. Jerks. I could have used it to get hold of wet work finally, and I didn't think of getting hold of wet work. What happens? Lose my damn credits. Right. Guess we'll move on then. Cybernetics Lab, get. Second piece, the meld puzzle.
Cybernetic enhancement facility online.
Right. I suppose
the soldiers who volunteer for
yeah.
mech trooper augmentation sacrifice much, but they do not leave themselves entirely behind. A mech trooper will be able to apply some of the training and knowledge from his or her previous combat specialty to the cybersuit's operation. With this facility, we'll be able to build mechanized exoskeletal cybersuits, or mechs, and implant our soldiers with the cybernetic interfaces they'll need to deploy these mechs onto the battlefield.
So, if we thought that genetic modification of our troops was sacrificing our humanity, this is probably going even further than that, folks. We're effectively going to be turning someone into a makeshift cyborg. And they will only be able to do what they need to do through the use of mechanized exoskeletal cyber suit thingies. Is that right? It might be a bit. The question, however, is who? I really hadn't planned on getting too many mechs. I hadn't planned on it. I can actually put you in even though you're wounded? Huh. Now, from what I do understand of mechs, I understand a lot less about them than I do with genetic modification, even before I started the LP. It is regarding basically how they work. I'm less familiar, I will certainly admit that. I am aware that certain classes can confer certain initial abilities. So if we go for like Zhang here, for example, being that he is previously a heavy, he starts off with the body shield. The nearest visible enemy suffers a minus 28 and cannot critically hit this unit. That's a thing. Also, that image there looks really, really painful. The selected soldier will change class to mech trooper. This process is irreversible. We go for a sniper. We get platform stability. Any shots taken without moving have plus 10 aim and plus 10 critical chance, which is kind of cool. Our assaults get shock absorbent armor. Damage is reduced from enemies within 4 tiles. Damage received from enemies within 4 tiles is reduced by 33%, which is quite awesome. And supports, I know we've not had many, get a distortion field, which means that any allies nearby in cover receive plus 10 defense. Now, of course, how we want to use these mechs can be further customized, but they do get an initial ability. I do believe, however, I could be very wrong with this, in that we've got to be careful who we choose, because once we choose someone to go through the mech stuff, I don't think it's easy for them to improve their abilities much beyond that. I could be completely wrong. Honestly, I don't know very much about them. I'm going to be honest. I mean, if we go to... let's go to the database here.
Soldiers at squatty rank or higher can undergo augmentation in the Cybernetics Lab to become mech troopers. They will gain access to new training options, as well as the ability to deploy a mech in combat. They will retain their ranks, however, they will abandon their former classes in the process. Mech troopers cannot enter battle unless they have a mech equipped.
Yes, so there are certain pros to doing this, but there is, of course, plenty that will be sacrificed as well. I don't think there's anything else particularly on it. Yes, there's the Cybernetics Lab. Oh, we got a couple bits and pieces. Here's the actual mech.
Mechanized exoskeletal cybersuits, or mechs, are powerful battle suits that mount an array of useful weaponry and support equipment. Each mech can be customized to fit specific tactical approaches. If a mech trooper dies, his or her mech can be recovered and repaired in the Cybernetics Lab.
Interesting. I don't think there's anything else particularly on that, however, apart from obviously the Cybernetics Lab as well, of course. So there is that. Alright then, folks. So, who exactly am I going to send to break this barrier and delve into a world which I have never explored? I suppose we have to make a decision of why we want to use a mech. What's the plan of using the mech? Honestly, the idea is to try and use it as, I wouldn't necessarily say a tank, I don't think that's quite the fair way of saying it, but certainly it would be handy to use them as a almost like a mobile battle platform. I do want to use them as a rather aggressive tool, as if my strategies in battle aren't aggressive enough. Certainly, I think some abilities would be quite useful. Something like the sniper would be quite handy, but I suspect that my mech is going to be have to be pretty versatile in the field of combat. So I don't think having the sniper ability here is going to be particularly useful for me. Assault classes, admittedly, having the damage reduction from within 4 tiles is quite handy, certainly. But again, I don't. Although I'm expecting to use my mechs sort of aggressively, I don't want to be using them as kamikaze warriors. So I'm not particularly sure about using that ability. Supports, we don't have enough. So that leaves us with the heavy class, which does grant us that this thing cannot be critically hit, and also reduces the aim of the most nearby unit. Nearest visible enemy suffers a aim penalty, which is pretty damn useful. I don't know if that applies to just the mech or everything. I don't know. It could be. So, on the fly, I think I may use a heavy class. I mean, assault, certainly I could do that, but I think it's going to be a heavy. And I think, considering not just this LP, both LPs combined, there has been one very reliable name, one very reliable member of the XCOM team who has certainly done his part for us, and I'm sure he would be more than willing to fetter the boundaries of humanity. Mr. Adam Adkins, it is your time.
We'll consult with Dr. Volland for the requisite amputations and begin installing the cybersuit interfaces as soon as possible.
Now, me perhaps using a major, a high-ranked officer, might be the worst thing I've ever done. I've never, ever used these before. On top of that, I have very rarely used shivs before. So, it's a completely new kind of warfare for me, folks. So, you'll have to apologise if there's a little bit of teething. Also, bear in mind, it's still Friday the 13th when I'm recording this, so things might not necessarily go quite to plan. It's entirely possible! And hopefully that means that Adkins won't die on the operating table, but still, that'd be unfortunate. So, Adam, I suppose I'll be seeing you in 3 days. Good luck. I think you're going to need it. Right, so let's get our next firestorm up and ready to go. Lovely. Get a big workshop rebate. 33 credits. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Right. We need to go to the hangar, of course. We do need to look to get this ready. Get the loadout. Get our next laser cannon done. Beautiful. Needed to quickly do a bit of experimental. When is the next satellite nexus available to us? 40 engineers. Right. And how many do we have? 32.
It seems the complexities of our latest research projects are overwhelming the current staff. I hope you'll consider seeking out additional scientists to bolster the team.
Yeah, what Varlin is talking about is this. This is way, way, way too long. This is not good. I'm aware of this, Varlin. I understand. I've got a laboratory on the way. It will assist us, alright? Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Of course, yeah, of course, because now the reason we got such a big rebate from that, the Cybernetics Lab, of course, also acts as a workshop for rebate purposes. So that's pretty damn nice. That is pretty damn nice. So we get a big, big rebate on pretty much everything we do now, which is awesome. Right, okay then. So is there anything else I particularly want to do? I could do another intel scan. I don't particularly want to do another thing here. I don't think that's a good idea. That's fine. Alright, the hyperwave beacon is about ready to be researched, everyone. Or finished research, so let's get on with it. Of course, this is a key piece of its research that we need to do in order to complete the game. I'll just scroll down here so you guys can pause and read this if you so desire. Beautiful. And of course that will allow us to get hold of the hyperwave relay. Any communication rely on a supradimensional wave which travels almost instantaneously. This relay should allow us to trace the source of these communications, and of course we need to build this to beat the game. I'll be back to you in a moment, research. I'll be right back. So, we are going to be building it here. We need 175 credits though, damn. So, we need some money. I kind of want to get that built. I don't want to trash Illyrium in alloy stocks, I really don't. Get rid of some of these. Get rid of a couple of Sectoid Commander corpses. I'll get rid of a couple of Nectoid cores as well. That'll do. That's fine with me. Right. So let's get building the hyperwave relay. It does not count as anything for any adjacency bonuses, so it doesn't matter where you put it as such. And this will take 14 days for us to build. 30 credits of maintenance. Ugh. It sucks. But it has to be done. It has to be done. Lovely. Okay. Anything else I want to do? Well, I don't have enough money to do anything. So the next question is, what do I want to do research now? I guess I could start working on improved armors for our guys. We've been running along with carapace armor for ages. I could start delving into plasma weaponry, I guess. The problem with these, researching the pistol and the plasma rifle, is I'm actually going to use the weapons that I've recovered, and I'll only be able to create them. So that's, and I think I'm going to be able to buy them. I may start working on armors. Guided fusion launchers, not that important. EMP cannon, nah, not going to use it. So I think I'm going to start working on armor technologies here. I say that. A fusion lance would be awesome. If I could get hold of a fusion lance and then build one and put it on one of our firestorms, it would dominate the skies. Fusion lance. We'll get on with that. We'll get on with that, folks. I'm happy with this. Lovely. Okay. So, what next? Oh shit! Did I not actually get the improved arc thrower done? I thought it was done. Huh.
The adrenaline spike caused by killing an enemy can now be channeled into a hormone cloud, making it contagious.
Well, folks, I was wrong. I really thought I already had the improved arc thrower project completed.
The natural electromagnetic field will allow soldiers to detect nearby enemies without visual input.
Complete mistake, folks. I thought I already had this done. I was wrong. Sorry. So that, of course, will allow us to wherever it is. Improved arc thrower, so it will increase the successful stun rate in combat, which is nice. It improves it by a decent rate as well. So capturing some of the later game enemies, far easier with this. Far easier. I think it's like a coin flip at, I think, 4 health. If an enemy's at 4 health, I think you get basically a coin flip. So anything less than 4 health, 3, 2, or 1. 1 health is basically a guarantee. Yeah, 4 health, you still get a coin flip. That's pretty good. Lovely. Okay. So that is nearly done. So I think these are all ready to go, I think. Happy with that? Right, let's get this satellite operational. Is there anything else I need to do? I don't really have anything else I can do at the moment. Really. I can't build any base facilities because we don't have enough power or money. Research is just going to be slow until we get this lab done, and even then it's not going to be great, so I need to try and get some scientists. How are we doing for actually getting hold of people? So we're getting scientist and engineer, 2 scientists and engineer, 4 scientists. Oh yes, Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So, at the end of the month, we're getting 7 scientists. 2 engineers, fine. 7 scientists. Awesome. That will help us significantly. That's not for another 20 days, I guess. But, you know, take what you can get. Alright. I guess there's nothing to do for 3 days except chillax.
Satellite coverage now available over France.
Really? I had 33 credits and you drained everything I had. Really? Could have done some propaganda. Could have done something a bit more useful. I suppose I shouldn't be complaining. You've just basically given me a an intel scan for like 40% off. But still, useless. Man, are you kidding me? So I've got an intel going on in Japan. And I've now got an intel... Oh, man. Wait. Did I not send you? Did I, like, gear you up to go to Japan? I could have sworn I sent you. Didn't I? I'm gonna have to have a look back at this video when I'm done and find out what I could have sworn I sent him. And now this other thing's come up and suddenly we've got him back. Maybe I did send him. What the hell's going on? That's really weird. That's really, really weird. I got nothing. Okay then, folks, we're off to South Africa instead. I hear it's also nice there this time of year. Make doubly sure you bring back something. That is so weird. I could have sworn I sent you, did I not?
Covert operative deployed to disrupt EXALT cell in South Africa.
I think I forgot to press, didn't I? I don't remember that happening. I think I actually legitimately forgot to send him to Japan. Whoops. Sorry, everyone. My bad. I really thought I'd sent him. Obviously, I did not. That's just a honest mistake. Sorry. Whoops. Well, if anyone caught me doing that before that happened, pat yourselves on the back and suggest that you're probably better players at this than I am. Because I completely missed that. Ah, well. So, we're broke. Right. Right. This should be interesting. God.
The cybernetic interfaces are holding stable, but they're of no use without a cybersuit to interface with. I suggest we manufacture one immediately. When our new mech trooper equips that suit, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with its capabilities.
Well, Adam Atkins, you are a pioneer, sir. For better or worse. Augmentation complete. You can assign new mech trooper class training and equip this soldier with a mech suit. So, mechs are powerful armoured suits with extra tactical abilities. Only mech troopers, soldier augmented, can equip mechs in battle. The mech has 3 tech levels. Research is required to gain access to mech upgrades. Now, I'm guessing I've probably got access to several of those already, courtesy of the fact that, obviously, we're a fair way into the game. So before we do anything, I need to build a mech for you. So we need to get
Our
some
cyber
money.
suits have faced the trials of battle and were proven effective. As we continue to deploy our mech troopers, they will grow more accustomed to the suits. And if fortune is with us, help put an end to this conflict.
So here we are, Major Adam Atkins, mech trooper. Bloody heck. Wow. I get to reassign everything? Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Okay, we need to have a look for all this then, folks. Holy shit. So, automatic first ability, collateral damage. Area effect attacks that destroy most cover and hit all targets for 34, an extra 30% damage, basically. Cannot attack critical hits. So, Corporal, this is all brand new to me, folks. You have to apologise here. Advanced fire control, shoot from Overwatch no longer suffer any aim penalty, or, automated for assessment, confers 15 defense when in Overwatch. Let's have a look at the rest of these. So, vital targeting confers 2 bonus damage against targets that have been autopsied. Right, so that's against... Ah, that's interesting, because of course, we've got access to instant autopsy, so that could be pretty damn useful. In damage control, when a mech takes damage, all further damage will be reduced by 2 for the next 2 turns. Oh, that's also awesome. That's pretty good as well. Ooh, man, I got some decisions to make on these abilities. Jet boot module. When activated, confers the ability to jump to normally inaccessible heights for the rest of the turn. Or one for all. When activated, the mech becomes a high cover element. Moving or using an arm-based weapon will return the mech to its standard. Right, so so he can be used as a piece of portable cover. Much like the shivs can be used in a similar way. Confers 2 health recovery at the start of each turn. Total of 6 health can be regenerated per battle. That's pretty awesome. Expanded storage. Allows additional uses of restorative mist, grenade launch, and proximity line launcher. Increases primary weapon base ammo by 50%. And the major one is a guaranteed overdrive. Firing the mech's primary weapon as the first action no longer ends the turn. So we get 2 shots. Awesome. Or maybe that could just be continually used. I don't know. Right, so what do I want to do? Extra defense in Overwatch? Shots from Overwatch do not suffer any aim penalty. Yeah, this is kind of tough, this, because I've never seen this before. So it's kind of... I've got these ideas rooting around my head, how I want to play around with this. There's a lot of good abilities here, actually, I have to admit. I kind of prefer just doing it to like a sergeant and just working out as I went. I've got them like all thrown at me. I'm like, whoa. Alright, folks, so what we're going to do is we're going to go... We're going to go with... how much am I going to use Overwatch with you? Could use it a bit. We're going to go with Advanced Fire Control. We're going to go with... Oh, they're both pretty good. Vital Point Targeting. We're going to go with... I think Wonderful could be used as a piece of portable cover. When activated, mech becomes a high cover element. Moving or using an arm-based weapon will return the mech to standard posture. That's fine. It means I can potentially run him out to the middle of nowhere and then use him as a piece of cover for someone. Which could be handy in a pinch. That'd be handy, but I'm not too fussed about that. That could be a lifesaver. This is tough. Repair sovers. I don't know how these guys can be healed. Can they be healed with medkits? That's the only thing I don't know, if they can be healed with medkits. I probably should have looked that up. I guess they can? We're going to go expanded storage. And overdrive is fixed. Nice. Right, so I guess not much customization I can do. I can still give you different armor tints, but of course you need to have some armor first. Well, Adam, I bet when you applied to the original XCOM Enemy Unknown LP, But you didn't think this was going to happen, do you, by this point? Wow. Wow. Right, so base augments here. Mech troopers, these arms and legs lack the necessary flexibility for use in the field, hence their removal when the mech trooper interfaces with the mech cybersuit. I think they will prevent mech troopers to resume normal lives should XCOM defeat the invaders. You mean when XCOM defeats the invaders? And you start with a minigun. Only equipped by mech troopers, risk of catastrophic overheating precludes suppression with this weapon. Damn. So that's a thing. Okay then, so obviously I'll be able to do more things with you, but the first thing we need to do is get you a mech built. So, it's time to raid the supply store even more. I'm going to keep inventory core. Get rid of a couple Seeker Rex. I'm going to get rid of some of these damn weapons. Do that, that'll be fine. Right, so we shall build a mech, which is going to cost 25 credits and 40... Now we're starting to run a bit low on meld is the problem. Right, so we've got the mechs 1 and 2 available. So, right, so we unlocked the mech 2 a while ago, didn't we? So, we've got a choice over here. Or maybe we can unlock straight to mech 2, maybe. I think that's how it is, so we can upgrade to mech 2 straight away. So mech 1 gives access to the flamethrower, allows the mech to lay waste to a cone-shaped area, of course flame can spill out, or a kinetic strike module, allowing the wielder to pulverize adjacent cover in enemies. Also boost mobility, I don't think we're going to use you that aggressively. Flamethrower sounds awesome. We'll go for the flamethrower. Right, so maybe I've got to get you up to built first one before I can... Alright, upgrade cost. 32 credits, 60 meld. Right, okay, that makes sense. So that is something I'll need to do. 32 credits. 60 meld. Oh, god damn it. I kind of feel obliged to do this now. Oh, I'll sacrifice 10 delirium for this because I hate myself. So we're going to upgrade this mech straight away. We'll need one, of course, so we shall upgrade it. So this gives us the Sentinel perks. We need to give a Restorative Mist. Mech kits require fine motor control. Instead, the mech can spray Restorative Mist to heal all nearby allies. Or I can give you a grenade launcher. I've got enough. I was about... No, that's not true. I was about to say we've got enough supports. Then I realised that's a complete lie. But I'm confident we've got enough med kits for everyone to hopefully try and survive when they don't get one shot. We're going to go for grenade launcher. That sounds pretty freaking awesome. Nice. So we cannot upgrade to level 3 because, of course, we do not have the applicable research. Whatever one that is. Right, folks. Okay. That was fun, wasn't it, everyone? That was really fun. Right, we also have gene modifications just about done. And there is our Illyrium generator also online. Well, we've had no combat this turn, but it's been pretty busy, hasn't it? 55 credits! Oh, yes! Gillian's back from his gene modification stuff as well, which is pretty good. There he is. Mr. Hawthorne, welcome back. You have got so many freaking abilities. It's quite hideous. It is quite hideous. Oh boy. There's nothing else I can do with that, is there? No. I could build another mech, but I don't really see the point. I also do not have the meld for this either, so that's a thing. We got 60 credits. Is that an upgrade to the minigun? It is, isn't it? Yes! Yeah! I'm nodding my head very, very, very sharply at the moment. I can totally accept that. Lovely! Okay, so we've also got ourselves improved weaponry for the mech. I'm kind of looking forward to using this, actually. Curious to see what's going to happen. Also, our lab is now going to be on. Wow, we've got so much stuff done this video. We've done no combat, but it's been busy nonetheless. Right, that is going to significantly help our research project. You can see it, 9 days, 10 days. Still not amazing speeds, but certainly a big improvement on where we were. So that is fine. Still got another week for the fusion lance. That is going to be so expensive to build, but it's going to be worth it. Look at our events list, everyone. It looks so small in comparison, doesn't it? It's like so titchy. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? I thought we used to do stuff here. Well. Vocal government critics in South Africa claim mounting evidence of political coercion between officials and groups seeking alien collaboration. This is simply unacceptable. What are you doing, South Africa? I thought we were friends. Firearms manufacturers predict record earnings as alien attack boosts sales. Yeah, that doesn't quite surprise me. Radio broadcasters in Japan were disrupted today by messages indicating that alien cooperation is best for human civilization. EXALT! Damn it, I really should have responded to you. I forgot. Damn crisis averted by well-equipped and as of yet unidentified team of operatives. Let's leave it that way, shall we? Nice. Right, okay. Okay, that was a busy 4 days of XCOM, everyone. That was a very busy 4 days of XCOM. I still want to get out of wet work, but we now do not have anything else for us to sell, really, so we can't. So, we're going to just carry on.
Commander, our satellite is prepped and standing by for launch. We are ready to deploy it on your
So
orders.
we can put that over something, somewhere. There's no need to do that right now. Right, so the PA has also come off of it. We have an entirely full available roster, everyone. Look at this. Everyone's ready for action. Of course, Gene Mod's out of the... so plenty of that. You've only got Space 6 health? Wow. That really surprises me. How is your base health so low? Huh. Oh well. So, yeah. Been busy times, everyone. Look at 4 events. I'm so used to that being so full, and it's just nothing. Like I'm just taking it easy, not doing anything. Which of course is not the case. I would like to get some. I might well look at getting some foundry projects done, but I mean, especially now that I've actually got access to the mechs, is there anything going to be useful for mechs? So that would right. With some additional investment, though, we can devise a formula to increase flamethrower effectiveness. That'd be handy. That would increase mobility for both cyber suits and the shivs. That's an expensive project, though. Shaped armor. So that would improve our overall armor design. I'm guessing that's for the for all mechs there. Sentinel drone, that's for the shiv. So there are improvements I could make to the mechs. They're just all freaking expensive. Really, really, really expensive. That's cool. I don't know if I'm going to augment another mech soldier. I might do by the time this LP is said and done. But I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to go first. So you'll have to give me some time. Alright. Okay, finally. I was going to say the aliens have been taking it pretty easy so far. I think they've just been enjoying the summer sun. So we are ready to get hold of Mr. Cook out of Mexico, folks. He is ready to get hold of. Finish setting up the encoder and transmitter. It is a base defense mission. That is fine with me. We're going to be heading over to South Africa then to get hold of Cookie. And then we will see what the aliens have got in store. They're going to have a rather nasty surprise, I suspect, when they realise just what I've been up to. But I have to wait for another time. So thank you very, very much for watching. And I'm going to go ahead and set up the team off screen because I have the option and ability to. And next time, folks, EXALT will feel the pain train once more. See you then.